initial thoughts on the draw?
Well, my initial thoughts are just how proud we are of this team and so excited and grateful to be in the postseason again and to be able to represent Texas Tech Athletics and Texas Tech University. You know, we don't take these things for granted. It is such an accomplishment. And the ups and downs that every team had to go through to be selected on this day were across the board. And we had our share of adversity, we had our share of ups and downs, but in the end, found ways to win enough games to make it to the NCAA tournament again. And these guys are carrying on a long-standing tradition of teams that, you know, really want this. And so hats off to all of them. And it's a proud moment for our department and our team to be able to get in the NCAA tournament again.
What are your thoughts on UTSA just early?
I mean, we know the coach well, we know the team well. They're really good. They're competitive. They got a lot of grit. They can play. And yeah, it's one of the harder first round matchups. I can guarantee it's the hardest 6 seed matchup in the tourney. So they know us well, we know them well. It's going to be a barn burner. So we look forward to it because being in the tournament is all about doing whatever it takes. But we're not kidding ourselves to think this game is going to be a tough one, because it will.
Well, this postseason hit a little different emotionally, given all the seniors and the impact that they've had on this team.
You know, when you coach for a while, there's always a group of seniors you hate saying goodbye to. It all hits hard. And what's a relief and also just a place of joy for all of us is that they get another game at Walker. So these seniors will get one last game that's not senior day. It's NCAA tournament day. So we're happy that they get that, and the players gave that gift to each other, and we're excited they get to play on. You know, and every team's fighting to stay alive, and we're no different in that regard.
And I guess for the first round of the Big 12 tournament, is this kind of a good chance, like, hey, this isn't us, like, and I guess things look better going forward?
I mean, look, tournament play is so different than NCAA tournament play, which is played over a month. And when you tie in the Big 12 tournament, somebody has to advance, so you go to penalties. And Baylor advanced, and we've made absolutely the most of this 10-day opportunity to get healthy, to get fresh. We trained last night, the team looked super sharp, and so we're definitely just looking forward at this point. And we'd already beaten Baylor, and then we tied them, so there wasn't like any sort of revenge game for them. And now they got a great seed, we got a good seed, and we all the Big 12 teams move forward, you know, looking to make their mark on the NCAA tournament.
You mentioned tradition about how the team has done well and moving on to the NCAA tournament. You talk about how that's kind of grown in your time as a coach here?
Yeah, I think it went from dreaming the dream, putting enough people together and watching these girls grow into a team that could actually believe that they could qualify for the postseason, to then thinking, okay, can we do it again? And then it's become a thing now that we don't take for granted, because not everybody makes the tournament every year, but it's a standard that they've set that they don't want to be one of the teams that doesn't make it, and they just play their absolute tails off all year for November soccer. We put a lot of emphasis on being our best in November, and if you are, and you've won enough games, then you're in a good place to make your mark in the NCAA tournament. But again, we're just grateful to be in it. We appreciate the environment, be able to take Texas Tech soccer into the national stage, and I can't say enough about how much effort these young ladies put into it. And you know, the efforts of our staff, Nick, Blair, Charlotte, McKeely, Caitlin Harvey, our trainer, you know, they've just been unbelievable. DJ and Katie, our sports performance team, best in college athletics, I think, especially for Olympic sports. We've got great sports performance people here at Tech, as you know. So it takes a big effort. There's a lot of people here cheering us on, and they've been with us from day one.
Speaking of folks cheering you on, what were kind of your first reactions when you saw Krista and Coach Glasgow here?
Well, one of the things that everybody's come to understand about Texas Tech in the head coach and assistant coaching department is Kirby's assembled some amazing people. We know Coach Gurley can coach, we know Jerry can coach, we know Joey McGuire can coach, but way beyond that, they're just good people. And we don't have anybody up in an ivory tower. Kirby Hocutt himself was here. He could have not been here. But he loves this team, and he loves all his teams. And so I think it's a tribute to the athletic department as a whole that we support each other the way we do.
You mentioned the sports psychologist in your speech, and will you talk a little bit about the impact of that on the team and yourself?
Yeah, I think it's a safe haven. It's a place to go when you're, you know, athletes who are expected to perform at a high level. There can be anxiety associated with that. There's pressure associated with that. There's like the personal drive and, you know, being able to turn how much they want it into performance. And they're experts on performance-related sports psych, and they have been a great resource for all of our players and our coaching staff about how we manage certain players. Everybody's different. You can't treat everyone on the team the same. You can't relate to everybody on the team the same. And these guys are professionals at being able to help us reach the players and understand. I mean, I've been here through Gen X, Gen Y, now Gen Z, right? So that's a lot of change. Every group that comes through is a little different, but these guys are experts in that regard, and they give the best advice. And we're just thankful that we have, once again, the best sports psych department that I know of. Well, I have a lot of colleagues that don't even utilize theirs. We wouldn't consider not utilizing ours. They're a huge part of our team.
How often do they come talk to the team?
They're at practice all the time, and they do team stuff maybe once a month, but then they're available for all of us at any time.
Is that something you utilize personally?
Oh yeah, love it. I mean, again, when you have a new team of freshmen and you learn their personalities, you might find, like, here's someone that's going to totally resonate with me. Like, I'm emotional, I'm loud, I'm this. This player's all about it. Like Sam Courtwright, from minute one, we were tight. But others may be a little more reserved, a little more shy. I may be a lot. So I may ask, hey, how do I relate to this young lady? How do you think I can reach her the best? And they just have great anecdotes, and obviously it's all based in science about just how to try to be something to everybody, and you can't be the same way with everyone. So it's all good advice. Coaches have to adapt. We have to pivot, and we have to understand that not everybody is going to be the same in the way they need to be managed, and they're really good with that.
When did you start utilizing sports psychology?
Before they got here, Dr. Bradstreet was here, and I thought he was instrumental in pulling us out of COVID. I mean, every team struggled through COVID. They shouldn't have been playing, to be fair, but we were playing, and it was hard on everyone. If you want to know that gap on the wall at Walker that doesn't have NCAA tournament signs, it's the gap of COVID, and it was really difficult. And so Tyler helped us through that. We all became firm believers in how important that department is for us, and then when these guys came in, I mean, they've just taken it to another level. So we're fortunate. I think every team at Tech takes advantage of it. It's a big reason for our success.
Sorry, I didn't
No
mean
problem.
Peyton and Macy, you mentioned Cam being on UTSA, former player. What can you tell us about her time here and just seeing her have success at a different program?
Yeah, within 2 minutes of them, no, maybe 2 seconds of them winning the championship, I texted Cam and said, congrats. Never thought I'd be I'd be seeing her in a week at that time, but Cam is a great young woman. We absolutely adore their family, and she got to UTSA, became a captain, became a leader, and is one of the best defenders in their league, and will be one of the best players in the game on Friday. She's excellent.
You talked about this during the season, but sorry.
No, we're good.
How much does the Big 12, with 7 teams getting in, I think, how much is that?
It was 8, wasn't it?
8, is it 8? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
It's okay.
On television.
It's okay.
How much is that going to help you guys moving forward?
Well, that's the advantage that teams in big-time conferences can have, and that's the advantage that, for example, UTSA got by going all the way to their championship and winning it. Like, when you play in high-pressure games, you're set up for the next high-pressure games, and so we feel that the Big 12 was the best we've seen it in probably a decade, and every game was a battle, and every game was a struggle for every team. And so it was definitely served its purpose to get us all in the tournament, but also to have us ready. And I think all the Big 12 teams in the tournament are going to be a hard out.
And you said there's a much different tournament this year because last week there were so many upsets across the board.
Yeah, I think teams have shown that they can. 7 played 8 to win the Big 12 title. That was unique. I think first time in history to do that. But it just shows the depth of our league, and women's college soccer just getting stronger and stronger. I mean, who would have seen Carolina unseeded? And here they are, and they're going to have something to prove. So whoever advances into those games is going to have a tough second round for sure.
For both of you, what were your initial thoughts on the draw?
I think it's really exciting. I think it's always fun when we get to play another Texas team and see some familiar faces. So I think we're just really excited about the next game ahead of us.
Yeah, there had been some speculation that UTSA was one of the schools that we may draw, so I think we're all really excited. No matter what, who we were going to play on Friday, we knew that we were going to be ready for the game, so now it's just ready to get prepared and get ready for Friday night.
You guys are both seniors. What's this mean for you to kind of go out and grind, so to speak?
It means everything. Being here for 5 years at Tech, giving it everything I have, I'm really excited for Friday, just knowing that we have a little bit more time to make something special happen. So, I think we like to think as Friday's not going to be our last game. So, just wanting to continue to work hard for our teammates and see what else we can get done.
Yeah, I think it's exciting when we get another chance to play together. I never want to stop playing with these girls, so as long as I can keep them, being next to them, that's the goal. And we've always talked about November soccer, so finally getting here, we're just excited to see how far we can go.
You mentioned familiar faces. Do you know anybody on that team?
We do. The center back, Cam, she plays for UTSA and played here, and we love her, so it'll be fun to see her.
Still mention the sports psychology series. You guys like utilize it all this year?
Yeah, we have Weston come in a lot to just talk with us and bring a new perspective to the sport. And being a student athlete, it gets tough having those practices and also balancing school. So just having his voice has been such a huge help, and the whole atmosphere of having him around the team, it just has elevated our game in a way off the pitch rather than.
Is he coming and talking to the team as a whole, or is it like a one-on-one thing?
Both. Yeah.
Is it optional, mandatory?
For the team, it's mandatory, but if you want to see him separately, then he can meet with you if you go up to him and ask him for. I haven't personally, but we've met in small groups with him in small groups.
Don't know anything about the Roadrunners and their style of play?
I'm sorry.
Don't know anything about the UTSA and their style of play?
I'm going to be honest, personally, I haven't watched them play this year, but I can promise I will be watching some of their games this week, and we will very much be getting used to their style of play. But I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I think something that we've talked about all year and something that we pride ourselves on is we obviously are going to be as prepared as we possibly can for the other team, but knowing if we can play how we play and get done what we're good at, then I don't really see a team being able to stop us.
Are there an emotional aspect to playing your last game at home?
I think it just means more than most people realize. We've talked about this all year. Our last game at Walker, we want to go out with a win. So this gives us the opportunity to go out with the NCAA win out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really, really special, and Tech has always taken so much pride in being a team that, wins at home, and that's something that this year specifically too, we really pride ourselves on. And I know for us seniors, this team, like Peyton's mentioned, means so much, and we value Walker and playing at home and being able to play in front of our community and for our community. So I think there definitely is an emotional aspect, but I think it's going to push us in the right way and not get too emotional about it that we can't focus on the game. But I definitely think we're really excited, and so excited we were able to play one more time at home. And I know that specifically as seniors aren't going to take that for granted.
I know it wasn't the ultimate goal, but what did you guys take away from Big 12 championships in Baylor and how that match goes?
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing in the first round was not what we had pictured. We really thought we were going to be playing on Saturday, but sometimes that's a game. And honestly, we tried to look at it like, okay, now we have, 10 plus days at home to be able to regroup for the NCAA tournament. So we got to evaluate, a lot as a leadership group, a lot as a team, figuring out, okay, who do we want to be now that we're here in postseason. So as much as it stunk, we try to look at it through the right lens and the right perspective, and I think we have in this time off.
Yeah, a loss always means learning. So getting that loss in, it hurts, it sucks, but we build each other up, learn from it, and